Inravio.com.
I don't want the music to stop.
And welcome to the Weekly Show.
I just want to dance.
Another live episode of the Weekly Show here on the Inravio TV network. So, how was your Thanksgiving?
Yummy.
Yes, we didn't overdo because we had a little bit of a stomach thing going on.
Yes.
Yeah,
And that's pleasantly in
feeling
my
a little-
memory now.
yes.
Gone.
But yeah, Thanksgiving was awesome. Had a nice little quiet Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. We hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving as well.
Food was delicious, as always, because
Food was
Mom is
delicious.
an amazing cook.
Mom was an amazing cook. We did not overdo, which is very plus. It's
I
always a
didn't
good
even have
thing.
seconds.
No, I
No
did not.
seconds.
No, we had it and that was it. So we want more, bring it home.
That's right.
Pack it up, bring it home. Mm-hmm. And we might have some tonight for dinner. We don't know.
Absolutely.
We'll see what we're doing. So, what do we have on the show today?
We've got lots of stuff, but we need to talk about my favorite thing.
Action-packed show.
Yes.
Your favorite thing?
Walking Dead.
Oh, Walking Dead.
They're booing in the booth.
They're booing in the booth. They did not like it.
Boring.
Yeah, I got to agree.
I
It
don't know.
was,
I wasn't completely bored.
Anticlimactic.
I didn't like that it was left on a cliffhanger.
Well, that's what they're going
I
to do.
really want to see Sam just get chomped.
Who?
Sam, the kid at the end. Mom.
Oh, the little kid?
Yeah, I want to see him get chomped. But I didn't want to see Deanna die. That was not in my agenda. And I'm waiting for the platform that Maggie's on to come crashing to the ground, unfortunately. You know that's going to happen.
You think?
Yeah. There's like 50 of them around, just scrambling around the bottom of it. But I don't know, I wasn't bored. I mean,
Yeah.
I found a couple of spots I was going, no.
You know what I'm waiting for and it hasn't happened?
What?
I'm waiting for somebody to get bit, but they don't turn because they're immune somehow or another.
Nobody's immune. Nobody.
Gotta be something.
Nope, nobody's
Gotta be
immune.
something.
Everybody who dies, even if it's old age, turns. Everybody. So nobody's
Gotta
immune.
be something. Gotta be one of those quirky things. All right, well, anyway, moving right along, so.
All right,
before
as
we-
always, we have an exciting show for you filled with crazy stories, cool segments, and thrilling games. But before we get to all that, let's take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. You're watching The Weekly Show only at Inravio.com. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Chris Dick, and if Inravio.com spots you at an event wearing this bracelet, they will give you $100.
For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the Inravio TV network.
Village Music Shop of Mastic. 1-800-HEY-DUDE, your full-service store with personalized attention, school band instrument rentals and sales, music instruction on all instruments for all styles and age groups, for guitars, drums, amplifiers, PA systems, and accessories. It's Village Music Shop, 1495 Montauk Highway in Mastic. Call 1-800-HEY-DUDE or go to villagemusicshop.com. The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, Inravio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is Inravio.com.
What's up, guys? We're Scano Fair, and we're here with Inravio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
Welcome back. We're here again.
We are here back. This is the weekly show.
So like we said earlier, we have a mountain of crazy stories to get to, but before we do, let's take a look at this week in racing and NASCAR in our 5 off, 5 on update.
Hi, this is Joe Larson from the 5 Off, 5 On Racing Show at Inravio.com. If you missed our last show, you missed our discussion about NASCAR's chase format and how a driver could win the championship while missing 11 races. You also missed our discussion regarding the Wood Brothers' return to NASCAR's Premier Division in 2016 with Ryan Blaney at the controls. We had Brett Hearn's interview from the Orange County Fair Speedway, which was broadcast from the Eastern States 200 event last month. We had the results from the UNOH Battle at the Beach from Myrtle Beach Speedway in South Carolina. We also talked about the controversy of NASCAR's Whelen Modified Tours and the teams that are leaving the tours, top teams leaving the tour. Tune in this Monday at 7 p.m. at Inravio.com to watch the 5 Off, 5 On Racing Show, where we will have results from World's Turkey Derby. In addition, we will have and talk about racing events in December up to Daytona in February. And remember, visit all our other shows at Inravio.com. We'll see you Monday night.
Wow.
Thanks, Joe.
The Wood Brothers are coming back?
Yeah.
Aren't they like a zillion years old?
But they own the team. They're not driving, but, you know, they can still own the team.
Yeah, but what are they out there in the pits with their walkers?
I'm sure they have other Wood Brothers who are out there and they have a pit crew. Actually, Wood Brothers were one of the teams that really started the whole pit crew thing back in the 70s. And it was like they choreographed it. It was like a ballet. And I think the pit stops back then were down to like under a minute, and that was like phenomenal because that never happened before. And their crew was so good that they would win the crew challenge every year. But now pit stops are down to, believe it or not, into the 11-second mark. That's really quick.
Yep.
That's speedy.
Arriba, ándale. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, it's no surprise that the world is full of crazy people. Up next is a segment where we like to shine a light on these brave individuals. It's time for Stupid News. Gotta love this one. Cards Against Humanity. You know that game, right?
No.
Cards.
Wait a minute.
Yes, we've played Cards
Oh,
Against
we've
Humanity.
played that. Okay, yes.
I love that game. Cards Against Humanity made a real killing this Black Friday. The popular party game for horrible people brought in $71,145 with their post-Thanksgiving Day sale. But their offerings were sparse, very sparse. as in they sold literally nothing, not even their own product. Cards Against Humanity said, this year we offered our customers the ultimate Black Friday experience, the ability to buy nothing from us for $5. We took our entire store offline and put up a simple payment form where people could give us $5. And an overwhelming amount of people obliged. Nearly 12,000 individuals blindly threw their hard-earned cash at the online offer in exchange for nothing. Literally nothing. The company is known for mocking holiday sales hype with elaborate pranks, including selling actual poop to over 30,000 customers last November and launching their notorious 12 Weeks of Holiday BS campaign in 2013. The company gives a large amount to charity every year, but this time they kept the money and distributed it to their employees instead, to spend it however they please. But don't break your pitchforks and torches just yet. Many of them paid off student loans or donated to refugee support organizations and Planned Parenthood. So at least they did something good with the money.
And what about the ones that just went to the bar after work and said, you know what, we're going to blow this? Hey,
I guess I'm sure there was some.
You could give us $5 for doing nothing.
Absolutely.
And we could pass it along to the
I will
employees here.
happily take
at
it
the
from
network.
you.
Absolutely. I think we should do that.
No problem.
Buy nothing for $5.
That's right.
Click here.
Click, click,
Donate to the cause.
clickety-click.
There you go. I like that. We should try
Absolutely.
that. Well, a Wisconsin judge who sentenced a lawyer to 5 days in jail on Thursday thought it was appropriate to continue the punishment with a condition he deemed a moving jail. Well, Judge Philip Kirk of Waccapar County told Appleton lawyer Michael Peterson that during his 12 months of probation, he will have to inform every client that he is a crook, cheat, thief, and liar. The sentence was for contempt of court. Kirk said the condition will put a moving jail around Peterson, and he doesn't care if it puts a crimp in his law practice. He told Peterson, I want you to have as much business as a pimp in a nursing home. So according to local reporters, the pimp comment was one of Kirk's more printable phrases during a 90-minute hearing on which the judge lit into Peterson with a run of R-rated language.
I want to hear that judge.
Interesting.
I want to meet that judge. Oh, come on, that's funny.
Tell me he's not a lawyer, come on.
Well, I think you have to be a
You
lawyer
have to be,
first.
right? Isn't that how it
But
works
my
then?
point is, this is like a judge from TV. You know, I want you to have as much business as a pimp in a nursing home.
I know.
That's funny.
He's looking for a show. Let's call him up and get him on.
Absolutely.
We should contact him. Maybe we can Skype in. Where is he? Where is this guy? Should bring him
Waccapar
in.
County.
Waccapaka.
Wapaka, whatever that is. Yeah.
All right.
All right. The superintendent of the United States Military Academy disclosed that he would ban pillow fights like the one on August 20th that left 24 freshman cadets with concussions and 6 with other injuries. The pillow fights at West Point, New York have long served as a way for new cadets to build camaraderie at the beginning of their grueling plebe year, but the event 3 months ago appeared to set records for aggression. The wounds included a fractured cheek and a broken nose. The latter was caused a new Army investigation said by the helmet one cadet was wearing, rotating forward and striking him in the nose after he was struck by a pillow. Another cadet was found unconscious. In addition, the superintendent, Lieutenant General Robert L. Caslin Jr., said in a statement that the Academy was pursuing unspecified administrative disciplinary measures against those involved in the fights, including senior military members and cadets alike. General Caslin did not identify or provide ranks of those who could be punished, but said he intended to send a clear message that this kind of behavior will not be tolerated. The Army investigation said the pillow fights dated to 2001, but congressional testimony suggested they dated back more than a century. See, that's something that I don't picture West Point cadets to be doing.
Yeah,
These
I
are a
mean,
bunch of boys. They're not 13-year-old
pillow
girls.
fights?
Yes.
What are they in their underwear doing a pillow fight? Tag, you're it.
Yeah, with their fuzzy
mean-
slippers.
With the fuzzy, yeah, I mean, come on. They're cadets, right?
Yes, these are our military boys. These are the ones who are supposed to be defending our country someday.
A pillow fight.
But apparently there's more to the story. Not
I've
only
never
are they,
had a pillow fight.
I don't expect you to have.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. There was apparently more to it. They're stuffing like helmets and hard
Stuff
objects
into the
inside of the pillows
Yeah,
and
well,
beating each other with them.
Makes sense.
Does not sound like a good
Manly.
thing. Yeah, okay, manly. Well, you kind of ruin the whole manly thing.
With the pillow
With
fight.
the pillow fight, yes.
Yeah, just the phrase pillow fight. It
Doesn't
really
go with cadet or West Point.
goes right down the
all.
tubes. Well, the administration of Mayor Greg Fisher has sought to tackle many problems plaguing Louisville over the last 5 years, such as violent crime, homelessness, traffic congestion, and illegal dumping. But according to a recent email sent to city employees by their manager, there is a new scourge in Louisville, and that is housed inside Metro government's own offices. Boogers. Lots of them. Metro Planning and Design Services Manager Joe Riverman said that an email he sent to the department staff and administrators on Tuesday calling attention to the little yellow terrors that are proliferating unchecked within their own office restroom, warning the pick-happy perpetrators of retribution and advising everyone to be on the lookout for suspicious nostril activity. Part of the email read, "We have recently discovered mass quantities of boogers on the walls around the urinal in the third floor men's restroom. I sincerely hope this is not a result of actions by any member of Planning and Design Services. This is obviously a very serious situation. Anybody caught doing this could face disciplinary action. We will have this area cleaned. However, this is very embarrassing to our department to have this problem. Please keep a lookout and let me know if you see any suspicious booger activity." In a follow-up email, Heather Plowman, we have to think about that. Heather Plowman, an executive administrator of development in Louisville, gave Metro Planning and Design employees tips on how to properly dispose of their boogers, and said signs were being made to give them a daily reminder of such procedure. Really? At no point should anything that comes out of or off of a person's body be wiped, poured, spit, or in any way put on any Metro-owned surface with the exemption of items commonly and appropriately flushed down toilets, urinals, or rinsed down a sink drain, including surfaces in both public areas and offices, road plowmen. Anyone caught doing so will be punished fully and immediately. And if you have any questions as to what constitutes an offensive substance, or if you have the need, substance determining an appropriate method of disposing of such substances, please see a member of management or human resources. And really, this is what your government's
What
doing.
should I do with this?
I got a boogie. I got a boogie on my finger and I can't shake it off.
You see going up to your boss, I don't know where to put this.
Should do that anyway. Get some Play-Doh or something here. What do I do with this?
Yeah. Oh, this looks like a good spot.
Remarkable.
Oh, God, yeah. Tips
Remarkable.
on what to do with your boogers. Whew.
Yeah.
Baby boomers, Gen Xers, and millennials looking for a new group to blame the woes of the world on, rest easy. Whether we wanted them to or not, higher-ups at MTV, or rather arrogant marketing dolts at the increasingly irrelevant basic cable channel, have assumed the mantle of picking a moniker for the next generation. The network is expected to announce Wednesday that Founders is the label we should now be using for post-millennial kids, those 15 and under who've grown up fully immersed in the digital world and who are ready to rebuild a society that the previous generation disrupted. There are plenty of unofficial names, including Gen Z, iGen, Homeland Gen, already in circulation before MTV decided to poll more than 1,000 kids born after December 2000, who are the kids of Gen Xers, on what they thought the ideal name for their generation would be. Founders won out over more than 500 other nominations, including the Navigators, the Builders, and the Bridge generation. I don't even know what to say to that.
Really?
Just
I'm
whiny little
baffled.
brats.
Well, I think they spelled it wrong. It's supposed to be flounders.
I thought the same thing when I read the story the
because
first time.
they're
They're just floundering around doing nothing.
playing video games, sitting on a couch, eating Cheez-Its, and floundering around doing nothing. Now, what I want to know is, do the millennials, even though they're young, feel really old now that there's actually another generation before them that everybody cares about?
If there's a new name,
Well, that
A
there's
new
a new,
group, yeah.
new name, a new group, and the whole thing. That means the millennials, or in Gen X and millennials now, get pushed to the older. So that means you got to start listening to the oldie station on the way to work. 25, you know. You make mention of the tunes that you like, and the young kids go, "What's that, man?"
yeah, they don't talk like that anymore. But what qualifies a person as a millennial? I thought that was basically somebody who was like born at the millennial, and that they're telling us now that those are the founders. So a millennial is what? Born when to when?
Well, they're the preteens right now. The
The
flounders.
millennials?
No, they're the.
Wait, but they're saying
after the
those are the ones that were born after December 2000. So from 2001 on.
Yeah, but at some point, you got to have a breaking point because those are the millennials. Now, what's the next generation?
No, I want to know, when did the millennials, what is their years? Guys, what is your years? You're millennials, right? No? They're not millennials either? Okay, so 90s? And these guys are,
Dude, you were born in like 1900s, man? Are you?
no.
No. All right, we're gonna have to research this.
Yeah, I'm going to have to research when
we'll get
everybody
back
is.
to you on that.
So, what does that make me? And you?
Jen Krusty.
No, we are not Gen Crusty. We're not part of the me generation. Those are the ones born in the 80s.
We would be the baby boomers,
No, those are the ones born in the 50s.
so we're the useless fodder in the middle.
Nice.
We're the
don't think
fodder
so.
in the middle that didn't even get a name.
Yes,
Like,
we did. We got a name.
We're taking a break for 10 years.
We got a name. We were born
we?
in the free love time, so maybe that's what we are.
No.
In 60s. That was the free love time.
Yeah, but we were like, in our Pampers. We weren't doing any of
But
that.
we were born then.
Yeah, okay. So what are we, the Woodstock era?
I don't know.
No, it can't be. All right, well, anyway.
All right, well, anyway, while we go and research that information, this is probably a good time to take a quick break, but don't move a muscle, because when we come back, we have a very special interview from the, are we doing that? All right, when we come back, we have a whole bunch of other stories you won't want to miss. Come right
Come
back.
on
Stay with
back.
us.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, Inravio can get your message out there. And we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is Inravio.com.
Hey, I'm Raul Panther.
And I'm Commander B. Hawkins.
And I'm Mark Weller. We're some of the proto men. If we see you without this bracelet, you get punched in the But if you have this bracelet from Inravio.com, you can win $100.
Put one of these on, or else.
over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered.
Okay. Well,
All
we
right.
figured it out during the break.
We got it?
Yes.
You got it all figured out.
You're an old person.
I'm an old person.
So you're a baby boomer.
Baby boomer.
And then I'm a Generation X. Okay, and that makes this really wide span from 65 into the to early 90s, and then the guys in the booth, because they were born in the 90s, they're Generation Y, and then
Why? Because we like you.
absolutely, but they don't understand that.
No, they don't get that reference.
No, they don't get
Old
that
guy
reference.
reference, drink twice.
Yeah, and then after that, the ones born after the millennium are the
Millennials.
founders. No, the founders.
The
Yeah.
flounders.
Yes, the flounders. Apparently, there's no such thing as a millennial. Doesn't exist. You made up the word.
Did not. Not going to take credit for it. Not gonna.
Okay. All right, so let's keep
Not
moving.
going to do it.
Another old guy reference.
Another old guy reference.
Yeah. All right. so
Anyway.
let's keep going.
Go ahead.
All right. Earlier this year, Google and Asus announced the Chromebit. They're always coming out with something new. A full Chrome OS-based computer on an HDMI stick. Today, the two companies are officially launching this new way of using Chrome OS on any screen with an HDMI port. The $85 Chromebit is a 2.6-ounce stick that you can plug into any HDMI port, whether that's a regular computer screen or that large TV in your living room. It comes with 16 gig of onboard storage in the form of relatively cheap and slow eMMC storage and 2 gig of RAM. In many ways, it's a larger, bulkier version of the old Chromecast stick. Just like that device, it comes with a dedicated charger, but unlike the Chromecast, it also features a USB port. I think it's stupid.
That must be a real small keyboard. How do you type on that Chrome?
No, you don't. You can use a Bluetooth device with it, or you can plug it in through the USB that's
And what's
on
the
it.
point if it's that slow? What's the point?
Well, exactly. And if you've got a big screen TV with an HDMI port, my guess is it's probably a smart TV anyway. You know, and why would you plug it into a computer? You just download Google Chrome onto your computer, and you don't need an exterior or something. Am I wrong here, guys? I mean, you guys are more techie than me.
Is there an
This is
upside to
stupid.
this stick? What's the 411? Okay.
I don't see the
It's
point.
a computer that runs through your TV. Well, it's a super cheap computer, but the idea is we've been trying to get this whole computer on a TV thing going, and it's having a hard time getting it to the
works.
next level. It works so good, we're selling the keyboard for it. I mean, it's even these smart TVs to use it as a computer, very slow, very
Yes,
glitchy.
very slow.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. And I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to push the envelope a little bit to get that whole computer on the TV thing working.
Yeah, but they said it's slow.
The Marty McFly, walk into the house, TV on. Burp, TV comes on.
Well, they have that, except you have to clap.
Is it, yeah? The
Old guy
clapper?
reference, yes.
Old guy reference.
Clap on, clap
Clap
off.
off.
Okay, anyway.
Alrighty. Well, anyway, the real estate agent seeking to sell the ghost town of Sweet SD,
South Dakota.
South Dakota, said that the 6.16 acre property dropped in price from $399,000 to $250,000.
I'm thinking that's a good deal.
Stacy, with an IE, Montgomery, said the real estate agent of Keller Williams Real Estate said the town of Sweet, which comes with a
Purportedly,
haunted house and a garage And a closed tavern with a liquor license, without a liquor license, is being offered at a sharply discounted price after it failed to sell following its initial listing by former owner in June 2014, and its relisting the following month by the bank that seized the town. Montgomery said the property received a flurry of interest following its listing, but thus far, none of the offers have come to fruition. Some of the types of individuals who have been interested in the past included people who wanted to be their own mayor, people who wanted to live off grid, several production companies. Pause. Thinking about reality shows, hunters who wanted to create a hunting lodge, or somebody who wants to own a bar. But the weirdest one came from a guy out of Nebraska who wanted to bring in 2,000 women from Russia and 600 men who were felons, and he was going to build acrylic houses and run cameras 24 hours a day. I kind of like that idea.
I don't. I think it's a recipe for disaster. 2,000 women from Russia and 600 felons. I'm thinking it's not going to end well at all.
No?
No. I'm thinking those big Bertha Russian women are going to kill those 600 felons. That's my thought.
Maybe. It's interesting. A ghost town. I'd like to get a load of it. Take a look.
South Dakota.
Yeah. A little off the beaten path.
Yeah, just a little bit. And by the way, its name is Sweat.
Sweat. It's your town. You can rename it anything you want. Call it Sweet.
Okay. I think we'd have to go with something
But it's
completely
haunted.
different.
It's a ghost town, no?
No, that doesn't mean it's haunted.
It's
It
just
just
a
means
ghost
there's nobody
town.
there. Yeah.
There's nobody there. Bah. That's
Empty.
it. Bah. So it's not haunted. Meh.
No.
Might be interesting.
All right. Officer Michael Katsonis, a 19-year member of the Portsmouth Force, responded to a call last week at the Ocean State job lots after a woman had stolen cake mix, shortening, and a couple of things of frosting. After learning the woman's identity, Katsonis went to her home to recover the items. It was there that he found that the woman was a mother who wanted to bake her child a birthday cake. Katsonis said the mother's actions weren't right, but I'm not going to take away a kid's birthday cake. He went back to the store, bought the items. The woman wasn't charged. A store employee reported his gesture to the newspaper, and Frank Warcol, an acting deputy police chief, said he wouldn't have known about it either if not for a reporter's call. He said Katsonis exemplifies the department's mission, emphasizing community, commitment, and compassion. Katsonis was reported as saying, "I didn't do it for the attention. What you do when no one is looking, that's the character of someone."
Very nice thing. And yeah, you could have figured that out. She's building a birthday cake.
I think it was a nice thing to do.
Yeah, very nice. Well, when Donnie Walters took his son Zeke to have his picture taken with Santa Claus, the 6-month-old boy couldn't stay awake while they waited online. When they finally made it to the front of the line, Santa told Walters not to wake the baby and proceeded to pose asleep with the snoozing child resting on his belly.
Isn't that adorable? I love that.
That's adorable.
And I think that's great because they could have woke him up and gotten some other Santa pictures, the typical Santa pictures, which I have a couple of those. Guys, you want to bring those up? The typical Santa
Is this
pictures.
you with Santa?
Me? No, I don't think like this. The Screaming Kid,
Yeah.
or that one, the
That's
Screaming
a beauty.
Kid.
Beauty.
Yeah.
Beauty.
So I think the sleeping Santa was a great idea. I love
Okay.
that he actually thought of that. That's wonderful. Much better to have that than the Screaming Child. I don't
Okay.
think I have any Screaming Kid pictures with Santa. My sister does. He's got her by the hands and she's just like dangling in front of him and he's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do about her. Yeah. But I don't think I had a Screaming Santa picture. I don't think.
Interesting. Are we doing our Santa show this year? Interesting. Will Santa be stopping by again? Eric is watching very closely from the booth. He wants to know because he wants to sit on Santa's lap because he's got a new video game he wants. Look, he's smiling up a storm. Look at him. So we might have Santa. He might be in studio again. He might stop by.
Okay.
I have to see.
All right.
We're going to be seeing Santa on Friday.
We are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Santa's stopping by. He's got
Okay.
to pick up some stuff.
Well, this is a totally not Santa story. This is really not a
Not.
good segue, but what the hell, let's do it. A Canadian man caught with dozens of turtles in his pants has pleaded guilty to smuggling in a federal court in Michigan. Kai Su has pleaded guilty to smuggling or attempting to smuggle more than 1,000 turtles from the southeastern area of the state. Think about that for a second, 1,000 turtles in his pants. How is that even possible? He was caught last year at a border crossing with 51 snappers taped to his body. The 27-year-old would order turtles online, travel to the U.S. to pick them up, and then ship them to China or return with them to Ontario. He faces a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison after his guilty plea on Tuesday in Ann Arbor, Michigan. It's illegal to export wildlife from the U.S. without a license from the government. Sue regularly deals in turtle shipments worth $30,000, $80,000, or $125,000. In China, the turtles he smuggles are worth 2 to 3 times the amount he pays here. I'm thinking it doesn't matter how much they're worth. You do not want to tape snapping turtles to your junk
Well, I don't know if he did that.
or
I'm
anywhere
guessing
near your junk.
Maybe they were in a bag or something, you know.
No, I'm picturing duct tape over their little shells right to his leg. Their little legs.
And their little legs just go like this.
The question is, are they taped to him flat shell to his leg or flat shell out? You know, are they like hugging his leg or are they just like?
Either way, it's ridiculous.
Yes.
Wow, that's a lot of turtle right there. Mm-hmm. Okay. No shortage of that. The name was funny enough, but
Kaisu?
yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to take another quick break, but don't move because when we come back, we have another game of fact or fiction and a bunch of other stories you won't want to miss.
What's up, guys? We're Scano Fair, and we're here with Inravio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, Inravio can get your message out there. And we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is Inravio.com.
It's always been important to us to have music a part of our lives, part of our children's lives. At Village Music Shop, Bonnie and Chuck have not only made it possible for our kids to learn and understand and read music and enjoy playing a musical instrument, but they've also made it fun.
I really like coming here. I like coming to Village Music because everybody here is nice.
And they've inspired some creativity and imagination and taught them discipline. And along the way, they've gotten some self-confidence, really been like a part of our family.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the Inravio TV network.
welcome back. You ready?
I am ready.
All right. Well,
I'm
on
ready to
that
dance. Give me some dancing music.
Okay, let's get straight into one of our favorite go-to games on the show, Fact or Fiction. All right, Neil deGrasse Tyson made headlines recently for shutting down an 8-year-old after she reportedly stated she wanted to live on Jupiter. In the 2-minute scientific onslaught, deGrasse coldly laid down the reasons why the little girl's reasons for wanting to live on Jupiter were, quote, stupid. Fact or fiction?
I'm going to say fact.
It's probably fact, but I don't want it to be. Fiction, thank goodness. I don't want to think that he wouldn't be that cold
To an 8-year-old girl?
to an 8-year-old. I'm thinking on
and
TV.
You thought I was the only one.
I know. Exactly. You would do it.
If you don't make them cry, you didn't do it right.
That's right.
And I mean the 50-year-olds.
All right, so moving on to the next one. What do we got, guys? A 50-year-old woman who fears that the passing of her youth and beauty means the end of everything that sparkles in life has been granted permission to die by the court of protection.
Fact.
I'm going to say fact. Can't believe it, but yeah. In a highly unusual judgment published this week, King's College Hospital NHS Trust has been told that the unnamed woman has the capacity to make up her own mind and is entitled to refuse the life-saving kidney dialysis treatment she requires. I don't know that I would say that, I don't know if I would word it like that, you know, that everything in life has, that the sparkle has gone out of life, but okay, if that's the way, you know, the terminology that works for her, okay.
You sparkle and pop, baby.
Okay. All right, the end of November marks the end of Black Friday season. As the numbers continue to come in, it's apparent that this was the deadliest season yet, culminating in over 26,000 Black Friday shopping-related deaths. Fact or fiction?
Really? I'm going to have to say fiction, I hope. That's a lot
I'm
of
praying
people.
that it's fiction. I really want it to be fiction. Oh, thank goodness it's fiction. Oof.
Cowabunga.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, I mean, really. I mean, how do you... Wow, that's a lot of deaths.
Actually, the story this year is that Black Friday stank. That sales were way down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that Black Friday was not good.
I heard there was a lot of people at the Village Music Shop.
Actually, there was.
So I think that's where they're all going. They're figuring it out. Mom and pop shops rock.
Absolutely.
I think that's what it is.
Okay. All right, on that note, let's take one more super quick break, but don't you dare touch that stream because when we come back, we'll wrap things up with our weekly sports update from the guys at Glory Days and a few more stories you seriously won't want to miss. All that and more when we return.
Hey, this is Chris Les Jake, and if Inravio.com spots you at an event wearing this bracelet, they will give you $100.
For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the Inravio TV network.
Village Music Shop of Mastic. 1-800-HEY-DUDE. Your full-service store with personalized attention, school band instrument rentals and sales, music instruction on all instruments for all styles and age groups, for guitars, drums, amplifiers, PA systems, and accessories. It's Village Music Shop, 1495 Montauk Highway in Mastic. Call 1-800-HEY-DUDE or go to villagemusicshop.com. The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, Inravio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is Inravio.com.
What's up, guys? We're Scano Fair, and we're here with Inravio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
I'm so mellow now.
And we are back. Thanks for joining us on the weekly show and getting over the hump.
Yes. All right, we have a few more stories to get through, but before we do, let's see what's happening in the world of sports in this week's Glory Days 2-Minute Warning.
Hello again, everybody. We're Bruce and Disco from the Glory Days Show, and this is your Inravio Sports 2-Minute Warning. If soccer is the most popular sport in the world, Disco, what do you think number 2 is?
Having sex.
Okay. Well, that's not right. According to most, it's the sport of cricket. 36,000 fans filled Citi Field just 2 weeks after the Mets lost Game 5 of the World Series to see two star-studded teams in a 2020 cricket match that was designed to introduce Americans to the sport. Australian spin king Shane Warne and Indian legend Sachin Tendulkar captained the two All-Star teams. When the 3-hour match was completed, Warne's Warriors beat Sachin's Blasters, with Warne being voted man of the match after claiming Tendulkar's wicket. Most of the crowd, wearing the blue jersey of India with his name on his back, were chanting Sachin's name throughout the day. Many were snacking on hot dogs and nachos, guzzling beer, watching a professional cricket match for the first time in the United States for quite some time. Warne and Tendulkar are each captaining a team from a 3-game exhibition series, which will continue at Minute Maid Park in Houston before concluding in Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles.
But what the heck is cricket anyway? It's a lot like baseball, featuring the same elements. Pitch the ball, hit the ball, field the ball. Batters try to score runs and avoid making outs. Pitchers and fielders try to limit runs and record outs. Sound familiar?
Sounds like baseball.
But some cricket matches can last up to 5 days.
That doesn't sound like
including
baseball.
Lunch and tea breaks. Here's a few simple rules. The two wickets are 66 feet apart. A bowler stands behind one of the wickets and pitches the ball to a batter. Batters go to the opposite wicket in pairs, and they're called partnerships. And one hits at a time, taking turns hitting the pitched ball and running to the other wicket only if they want to. A bowler takes a running lead from the opposite wicket and delivers the ball on one bounce with his foot on the line. From there, it gets completely unfathomable. There are balls stuck in the wickets. When no runs are scored, it's considered a dot. A free ball is awarded if the pitch is determined to not be hittable, and an out cannot be called on a safe ball, and a safe call on a runner is not called safe. He's just called not out.
The opposite of safe, okay? Out.
I'm not saying that it could not be a sport in America, but do we really need another sport? We still can't understand all the rules of soccer. Who the hell are we ever going to understand this monstrosity? And how do we sell the TV rights to a game that lasts for 5 days with breaks for teas and crumpet? And asked what he knew about the game, a Citi Field Stadium security guard outside shrugged, "I don't care, as long as I'm getting paid. They could have a zoo in there." You can get the lowdown on what's happening in sports and more on the Glory Day Show with Bruce and Disco every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. here in the East, only on the Inravio TV network. This has been your Inravio Sports 2-Minute Warning. I'm Paul Discofani, that's Bruce Oler, and you have been warned.
Well, thanks, guys. That's more about
Not
cricket than I
out.
really needed to know.
Or not safe? Not safe.
You're not
I'm
safe.
so confused now. I didn't know what cricket was,
You're
and now
not
I know
out.
less.
You're out or you're not out, I guess.
Or you're not safe, or you're safe.
No, you're out or you're not out.
And there's a safe ball. And I'm confused.
Yeah. It's a lot going on there.
Yeah. I'm not a sports
My
person.
head hurts.
Yeah. Okay. Moving right along.
Okay.
A suburban Oklahoma City police officer picked up an unusual subject found wandering along a rural road. Norman police officer Kyle Canan says it took a little pushing, pulling, and some animal feed, but he got the miniature donkey nicknamed Squishy into the back of his patrol car and out of harm's way on Tuesday morning. Canan responded after a woman found the animal on the loose. She told local media she had a pen to keep the donkey in, but no way to get it there. The officer told a local TV station that the animal fit perfectly in his vehicle. He says, "I rolled the window down for it so he could stick his little head out." The woman who found Squishy says if an owner doesn't come forward, she plans to keep the donkey. I want the donkey. I want a donkey named Squishy. Come on. His name is Squishy. How cute is that?
That's what we're shooting for here, cute. Not the fact that we need to have a donkey. Well, how about an aunt of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has filed a defamation case against 3 defectors who spread false stories about her?
Guess so.
How come I get these stories?
Because it's funny to see you stumble them.
Ko Young-suk, who claims the defectors who fled to South Korea in the 1990s, lied about her having plastic surgery and managing a secret fund. A lawyer says she is seeking 6 million won, which is $51,600, in South Korean court. The move is unusual. Ruling family members living outside North Korea tend to avoid the public eye. The defectors appeared on a talk show and claimed that Miss Young used plastic surgery to hide after having Kim Jong-un's half-brother expelled from North Korea, her lawyer said.
I don't know what to say to that
Sounds
story.
like, who cares?
Right.
I mean, really, when it boils down to it, who cares that?
She had plastic surgery. Who cares?
Who cares? She had a boob job, too. Well, who knows?
Yeah, I guess so. All right. That
goes into the who really gives a rat's patoot category.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A Spanish news reporter got his Jedi and jihadis mixed up during TVE's morning news show La Mañana on Monday, pointing to a symbol that belonged not to a militant organization, but Disney. Joda Abril was discussing France's missile strikes on the Syrian stronghold of Raqqa in the wake of the Paris terror attacks when the erroneous logo came up on the screen behind him. Raqqa was one of the first cities taken in 2013 by terrorist groups, but terrorist groups from Al-Qaeda, he said, pointing to it. The logo, in fact, belongs to the Rebel Alliance, though, the interstellar faction responsible for destroying the Death Star. That's funny.
Well, we still hate them. They destroyed the Death Star, so.
No, he said that's a good thing.
That's a good thing?
Yes.
Oh, it's a good thing. Yay!
That's why it's called a Death Star, because it's a bad place.
It's a bad star. Death
It's
Star.
not a star.
No?
You're such a bad...
Why is it called a Death Star then? If it's not a star. It's a planet?
No!
It blows up stars and moons, I've been told. Okay.
But it's basically a spaceship, am I right? Yeah, it's a spaceship.
Space station.
Yeah, and that's where Darth Vader presides. Yeah, kind of like that.
That whole thing.
Yes.
All right. There's plenty of economic activity now taking place as the world awaits the latest installment of the Star Wars film franchise. Tickets have been on sale for weeks and merchandise is flying off the shelves. But a case study released by a Washington University professor indicates that if real-world models were put to use, economic life in the Galactic Empire would not have been great after rebel forces managed to destroy a pair of Death Stars over a 4-year period, even if it freed the universe from the grip of the Emperor and Darth Vader. In It's a Trap, Emperor Palpatine's poison pill, Professor Zachary Feinstein draws some interferences based on quotes from the film series, but plugs movie factors into real-world equations to model the galactic economy and measure the impact. Feinstein estimates a 20% drop in the market after the Death Star is destroyed and the Emperor and Vader are dead, but that, in the end, the rebels wouldn't be armed with political will or the capital to finance a bank bailout. So without a bailout, there was a non-negotiable chance of over 30% drop in the size of the Galactic Empire overnight. Larger than the losses from the
Previous years.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm thinking, wow. I've
See,
got
I don't
too much
understand
time
that.
on my hands.
No, I don't understand
Category.
how that's how they figure that out, because the Emperor was a bad guy and Darth Vader was a bad guy.
Right.
And if they destroy his stuff and kill him, how is there a dip in the economy? That's kind of like saying when you destroy the
bad
concentration camps and Hitler, and now there's a dip in the economy. No. Everything is great and everybody's happy and
Everybody's
flowers
happy
bloom
and
once
people
again.
start spending and life goes back to normal, no?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I would think.
Yes, so I think he's wrong. That's my opinion. And I'm
I'd like to
sticking
see the
it.
data that he used to compile that relevant story.
All right, so what do you think, we're done?
I think we're done. Stick a fork in us.
Okay, well, it looks like we are once again out of time, but thank you so much, as always, to all our amazing viewers. We'll be back with an all-new live weekly show next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, only at Inravio.com/live. Until then, be sure you're visiting Inravio.com and checking out our other live shows, following at Inravio on Twitter, and liking our posts at Facebook.com/Inravio Weekly.
Now, next week, we're going to have an interview from the Long Beach International Film Fest.
Yes. So definitely come back and check that out, because we got some great stuff.
We'll see you next week.
See you later. Bye.
Peace out.